Welcome to Addicted to Real Estate TV. On today's episode, we're going to talk about don't work just to acquire dollars, work to acquire assets. Stick around, I'm going to give you some good information today.
To say you gotta know somebody, or know somebody to get somewhere these days. To say you know that's alright, yeah that's alright, cause you know that's alright with me. Yeah, you know that's alright, yeah that's alright, cause you know that's alright.
Hi, I'm Phil Falcone, your host of Addicted to Real Estate TV. Today's episode was sponsored by Realty Mark 100, located on 309 in Montgomeryville, where real estate agents pay $100 a month and they get to keep 100% of their commission. Can you believe it? 100% commission. What a great plan. Check them out at the phone number above or the website below. So today I want to talk about don't work to make dollars. Not just to make dollars. Work to acquire assets. Look, I understand everybody out there, we all got to make a few bucks. That green stuff comes in real handy when you're trying to survive in this world. But one of the mistakes that I think a lot of investors make is that they just keep on going. They do wholesale deal after wholesale deal, flip after flip. Realtors that just make deals where they find a buyer, they find a seller, and they just keep going. But nobody's acquiring assets. Okay? There's a simple rule in life that I believe wholeheartedly. Just do the opposite of what the crowds are doing, and you're going to kick butt. Okay? Right now, is anybody buying real estate? No. Nobody's buying real estate, right? That's why you got to get out there and buy as much of it as you possibly can. There's a window open right now, and it's not going to be open forever, and it's an amazing opportunity. You want to get out there and make deals today. And you also need to go to real estate meetings and hang around with people who really know what they're doing so that they can teach you some of the advanced strategies that are being used today, right? Something you really got to get on the ball with because you're missing an amazing opportunity. I firmly believe that the easiest way to make millions of dollars in the real estate business is through buying and holding. Now, I have to raise money for my family so my kid can eat. So I do that through various means. I work as a realtor. I do wholesale deals. Sometimes I do flips. I do various ways to get income coming in. But my main objective is always to acquire assets, to build up my portfolio as large as possible. If you don't believe me, just look right at the front cover of my book. A balloon over my wife's head says, "Hey, Phil, honey, are you listening to me?" And I'm not listening to her, okay, because I'm addicted to real estate. And the balloon over my head says, a $12 million portfolio with a 7% annual increase is $840,000 a year in equity. My point is that where else can you make $840,000 a year? You make it by having a $12 million portfolio. And you don't get to a $12 million portfolio by wholesaling deals and flipping deals. You get there by acquiring assets and keeping them. It will be the easiest way for you to get rich in life. If you can just learn this game and put the properties on what I call autopilot. You get a tenant in there, and you manage this thing, and you develop a system. It's not as hard as you think. And if you're having trouble doing it, then you need to read more books like Addicted to Real Estate. You need to go to more real estate meetings like the Real Estate Assembly Line that you can find, Real Estate Assembly Line, meetup.com. And if you go there, you'll find a great meeting that I hold with my partner, Jeremy Ricci, where we teach people some advanced strategies. Another thing that I see people doing today is when they're doing all this just churning and burning, where they're just making money, but they're not buying any assets. I mean, eventually I say you're earning too much money. You don't want to earn too much money. Who else says that kind of thing? Nobody, but I do. Right? I always want to make just enough money to survive. All right? Whatever I need, okay? And if surviving means to go on a cruise that year, then that's part of what I need. And I get that money. But when I get to that point, I stop, okay? Any other dollars I have, they go into real estate because I'm building wealth. I'm acquiring assets. I'm trying to get somewhere down the road where I'm going to sit back and go, holy crap, look what I did in 2011. Look what I did in 2012. My God, I love it, okay? You got to have a strategy, and this is the opportunity right now. One of the other things that I'm focusing on big time today is seller financing, whether it's a subject to taking over someone's existing mortgage or whether it's a free and clear house and I'm structuring some kind of seller finance loan. I'm doing that because you have to understand that the value is in the loan, not in the home. It's in the loan. If you can put together a deal like that, where you're not really using any of your own money or you're using a combination of private money and a seller finance deal, what happens? You end up buying houses with none of your own money. And that is the key, all right? You got to do it with none of your own money. If you don't know how to structure these kind of deals, here, I got a arrangement for you, an offer I'm going to make for you right now. You find a property that's free and clear, but you don't know what to do with it. You call your buddy Phil Falcone. Call me. Put me on the deal. I'll go out there, see if I can make something happen with it, and if I can, you can get compensated. If you need dollars, if you want to acquire assets, you can become a partner on it with me. It's the easiest thing in the world. And if you hang around with me when I go do these sales calls, you're going to learn it. So if you got a lead from somebody that's a free and clear house and you don't know what to do with it, you better call your buddy Phil Falcone, okay? I know I make a lot of movies, and you probably think that I'm Cecil B. DePhil, but I'm not. I'm Phil Falcone, and my primary objective in life is to buy houses. I do more than make these movies. This is for fun, okay? I like helping people. I like building up my list of followers, and I like to just, be involved in the real estate business in every way that I can. And if you didn't pay attention to the last video that I put out last week, wholesaling to yourself, that's a perfect example. What is that video really all about? All I'm saying is, if you're going to take a property, you're going to get it under contract, and you're going to sell to somebody else, so it's a typical wholesale deal, and you're going to make 10 grand. What if you could keep the property and still make the 10 grand by wholesaling it to yourself? It's a very simple strategy. If you didn't see that video, go to my website, addictedtorealestate.com. The website is below. My phone number is above. My email address is above. You got to go down there and watch some of these older episodes. I put out a tremendous amount of information that is free to investors, okay? Now, I want to answer a question from my friend Richard in South Africa, who sent me an email asking me what's the best way to help a young kid, his son, who wants to be in the real estate business. And what I told him is very simple. Read more books. Go to real estate meetings. I don't care where you live. I've never been to South Africa, but I'm quite certain that there's real estate investment clubs there. All right? Go to more meetings. Go and read as many books as you can get your hands on, especially Addicted to Real Estate. That's where you want to start. Okay? Watch things like this free TV show and just absorb all the information you can. The first thing I would tell a young guy is, he would say, well, what should I do, Phil? One thing only. Learn, baby, learn. That's all you have to do, okay? It'll take you about a year to absorb enough information to go out and make a strong real estate deal. And after you do one, man, your confidence is going to build like crazy, all right? Stick with me. Follow my web TV show. I'm going to provide you with some great information. And if you're a local person who isn't on the other side of the globe and you'd like to learn about this business, go get your real estate license and come hang it with me at Realty Mark 100. I'm going to let people who get their real estate license come to my office every day where I work, sit 10 feet away from me, listen to me talk to people on the phone, go with me when I look at properties, go with me when I analyze commercial deals, go with me when I structure seller financing. Maybe you'll get lucky and I'll give you a copy of one of my contracts. You can learn a tremendous amount of information from hanging around somebody like me and the other people in that office up there. Realty Mark 100 is quickly becoming the home of some of the greatest real estate investors in the Delaware Valley. And if you think it's a joke, come on up there and you're going to see what we're up to. I'm Phil Falcone from Addicted to Real Estate. If this is the first show you've ever seen, make sure you go to my website, addictedtorealestate.com, put your name and email address in there so I can send you these shows right to your email box each week for free. Hey, thanks for listening to this message.